What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. I am just at Willingham Woods, or Willy Woods as they call it. I'm just trying to get some running in miles on the bike, so I thought this would be an ideal opportunity to make a little ride along video and channel update. As some of you may or may not have noticed, the old Mostly Motorbikes introduction. So I thought I'd make an update on why that was. Cue intro. Yeah, so while I'm just having to poodle along and run the bike in, these are limited to 8,000 RPM, so I can't go too nuts. I just thought I'd come for a ride out to Willy Woods and stick the camera on and talk to you about why I've put the channel branding and name and everything back to Mostly Motorbikes. If you don't know, if you go back to my video where I explain where I changed the channel originally to Wolves and Weapons, I'd stopped having the time to make too many motorbike videos. That's not really changed. But what I was doing a lot of time training my dogs and various other stuff. And for those of you who don't know, I'm really deep into working dog training, personal protection dog training in specific.
Hello, you alright? Good. Heel her up.
Heel. Winter.
Good, straight back down.
Heel. Rear.
And watch.
Watch you, Winter.
Hey!
Hold him, Winter.
Good
Hold him,
girl. Good girl.
Good girl, Winter.
Yes. And shout her out.
Good girl. Winter, leave.
I spend way more time doing that than I do anything to do with motorbikes, way more time. So I was getting to the point where I was hardly uploading any motorbike videos because I didn't have the time or the energy in between work and dogs and everything else. So I thought, you know what, while I'm spending so much time with the dogs, why don't I just film that and upload that because I like it, and then any other random crap that comes to mind, whatever stupid cars I end up buying next or whatever. So I changed the channel like to Wolves and Weapons, and it's not really worked, if I'm honest. And I don't, it's not a, well, how can I say this? Alright, so the thing is, with training working dogs for personal protection, it's a very niche and specific method of training dogs. And to be honest with you, I don't think 99% of your general cockapoo owning, you know, members of the general public are quite ready for it, nor do they understand it, which is fine, right? It's not a criticism. But the issue is, I was having to deal with so much bullshit when I'd upload a dog training video. There's so many negative, like weird, well, weird, it's not really fair to call them weird, but just so many negative people who are ignorant of the methods required to train a dog in that kind of work. And I was dealing with so much bullshit. It's got to a point where, to be honest with you, I just don't think the majority of the public are ready for it. And most people that come to my channel are here for motorbikes, so I was like of the opinion, do you know what, I'll just upload a motorbike video when I can be bothered. I sort of got a bit of a zest for it again now I've bought this 23 S1000RR Sport. I got my 2001 GSXR project bike, so I think there's little bits of stuff that I can do to bring content to the channel. I don't want the channel to die, I just don't want it to become a job. I just want it to be more me uploading stuff of things that I like doing when I like doing it. But I've come to the conclusion really that you guys just ain't ready for the dog training stuff. I was getting I get it, I really do get it, because when I first started training my dog's in personal protection. I was like, really? We got to do that? Are the dogs alright? Is it going to hurt the dogs? And I didn't understand it. And what people fail to... I'm not being dismissive. I'm trying not to be dismissive. I am being a bit dismissive, but I don't mean to be. What people fail to understand is those dogs are bred to be motivated more than anything else in the world to bite. That is the pinnacle of their dopamine release mechanism throughout the day, to bite something. So when you see that dog on a bike being spun around, that dog, trust me, is happy. It's doing what it loves. Like, absolutely doing what it loves. And sometimes you'll see trainers with a stick, a whip, some canisters full of rocks that they, you know, it looks like they're hitting the dogs or whipping near the dogs or putting the dogs under like a lot of pressure, and they are. Like, you have to put the dogs under pressure so that you can understand what their reaction to somebody who may potentially fight back would be if they're ever have to be engaged in a real life protection situation. If they have to protect my family, I need to know what they're going to do if that person who they're protecting them against tries to fight back, and we need to uncover any flaws. We need to uncover any flaws in their nerve up front. So that's what's happening there, but it does look harsh, I'll be honest with you, it really does. So yeah, I've decided to fuck that off, basically. I'm going to do the dog training stuff in my own time, and I'm going to do the motorbike stuff with what very minimal bit of that's left. So yeah, so back to mostly motorbikes. I know you should change channels around, but I don't really care. We'll just put it back to that, and then all the bobble hat wearing, cruelty to animals, Peter Brigade can go away again. Stop giving me a hard time. So yeah, so that's it. We're going back to mostly motorbikes. With that said, I am probably third of the way running this in now, halfway nearly, by the time I get home today. And my god, I absolutely love this bike. Running in's a pain in the arse. I seem to be constantly running bikes in. I really hate it. I can't even cheat on this because it's got electronic limiter on. But suffice it to say, I'm super happy with my decision to buy this. I do miss going in the garage, if I'm honest, sometimes, and seeing the Panigale, but I don't think the Panigale's any better looking than this. I find myself going in the garage just to stare at this sometimes, which is a good thing. What I will say is, this is easier to ride. Even at 8,000 RPM, you know, you can really get a step on with this. And this is easier to ride at a decent clip than the Panigale. It feels less hectic. The only thing I'm waiting for at the minute with this, just to finish it off, is the exhaust. We've got the full titanium Acra system, Akrapovic, however you want to pronounce it. That's on order. Tony at Parky's got that on order for me, but it's going to be about another month or so before that gets here. But I think once that gets on the bike, it will be perfection. I'm going to hit a couple of these little corners now. Just feels like it's on rails around here. Whoa. Lovely. Yeah. First real dry day I've had this year, to be honest with you. Every time I've been out on it up to now, it's been a bit messy and drizzly and crappy. But it really handles so much better. Not so much better. It handles better than the Panigale. It feels, to use a well cliched term, feels like it's on rails. Please don't get any comments and moan about me having full beam on, by the way. I always ride with full beam on. I don't care. It's the middle of the day. I'm not dazzling anybody. For me, it's a safety thing. I want to be sure that people have seen me. So yeah, just a quick little ride along video today. I thought I'd explain why the channel was going bike, tell you what was happening with the running, blah blah blah. Tony's still got the GSXR as well. He rang me about like before yesterday. We've got some fork tubes that are on order now. There's a little bit of pitting on the fork tubes, which is normal, so we're going to change them. I gave Tony the brief that I wanted it to go, you know, be as perfect mechanically as possible, because really that's just going to be a collector thing for me. God, it's so nice in the bends. Yeah, so Tony's going to change the forks on that, go through it, change all the rubber seals and sort everything out. The wheels have gone off to be refurbed. There was a few chips on them, so that'll be back on the channel hopefully in the next month. I'm really looking forward to getting a blast out on that. I'm not going to do much. I'm not going to do many miles on that because I want to keep it really low mileage. It's only done 3,000, but it's getting taken out. You know, I'll come over out to Willie Woods a few times a year on it, and you know, do a couple of 300 miles a year hopefully. So yeah, so that's where that one is. Anything else to update on? Not really, I don't think. Oh, I'll tell you what I've got to ask in the comments. I need a motorbike trailer. I was thinking about buying another van again, but I don't want to get rid of the truck, so I've put like 10 grand into modifying that truck. And it's great for the dogs, but obviously I haven't got anything to take a bike anywhere with at the minute, so I was going to buy a trailer. But it seems like there's a load of shit Chinese specials on eBay that I definitely don't want to buy. I don't want to disintegrate halfway down the M1 to Donington. So does anyone own a single motorbike trailer that they recommend the brand of, or conversely, has anyone got any bad experiences with any that they would strongly recommend I avoid? Because I need to get one. I've got a tow bar on the truck, so it's the most logical option without having to get rid of the truck. So yeah, let me know about that, because I want to take this to at least Silverstone this year, a couple of times, but at the minute I've got no way to get it there. So yeah, get in the comments, get in the pot. Right, on that note, I'll do a proper sort of you know, running in review, if you like, of this. I feel like I've reviewed this a few times now really, but my feelings on it are just getting more positive. I love it. It's super comfortable, super fast. Even at 8,000 RPM limited you can feel it. But the gear changes and the way that this thing just changes direction and is agile while still like feeling like reasonably comfortable for this kind of bike is just magic. It's a amazing thing. Just the whole smoothness of it as well, throttle and just everything's really smooth. I'll do a proper video later. This was only meant to be a quick stick the GoPro on and chat. Fucking headache game, nodding at every biker. Oh, it's so nice in the corners. But yeah, that's it. Nothing more to say. Back to motorbikes. We're going to stay where we are at that. Yeah, and I'll upload videos when I can be arsed. Right, thanks again for watching. Love you all very much. Have a nice day. Blah blah blah. See you on the next one. Bye.